Hello, welcome to this guide on how to kill the Grotesque Guardians as a normal player without endgame gear. My name is Guy, and let's get to it. Alright, so here we are at the top of the Slayer Tower, near Canopus. This is where the entrance is to the Grotesque Guardians. So here they are, the gargoyles. You kill them to get the brittle key, and then you use the brittle key to unlock the gate to the rooftop once. You only have to do that once, then it will stay open forever. Okay, but before we dive into the killing, let's talk a little bit about gear. So you need to bring both melee setup and the ranged setup. With melee, well, of course, you can only kill the Grotesque Guardians on a Slayer task. So if you have a Slayer helmet, bring it, preferably imbued. Just bring your best melee gear. Yeah, and maybe some items like Glory, Brimstone Ring, Barrow's Gloves, um, that and maybe even Dragon Boots that you can still use after you switch to ranged gear. Yeah. For a weapon, you can use like an Abyssal Whip or well, Osmund's Fang is good, or the Noxious Halberd, but those are like endgame gear stuff. For noobs or normal players like us, I would really recommend the Granite Hammer because it has a huge damage and accuracy bonus against gargoyles and the Grotesque Guardians. So this hammer hits way harder against um, Grotesque Guardians than you would expect. Okay, and advantages, uh, it it also automatically kills them in the end when you bring them down to 1 HP. Right? Then you need to hammer them to break them, and this granite hammer automatically does that. If you don't bring a granite hammer, then bring at least a rock hammer in your inventory, so you can use that to the Grotesque Guardian to finish it off. For ranged, well, this is my ranged setup. Just, I use a dragon crossbow with quick Kotal armor. Abbas assembler can also be accumulator, by the way. And I have a twisted buckler. I happen to have that, but crystal shield or spirit shield would also work very well here. And I prefer to use Dragonstone Bolt E because they're not that expensive. They still provide a pretty good special effect and high range strength bonus, because the Dragon Ball Z, I think they're a little bit too expensive for this purpose. Some people bring the Toxic Blowpipe, but I don't know. I'm not really not such a big fan of that weapon. It's fast and it has venom, but yeah. This is the inventory I bring. I would say bring a super combat potion, bring a ranged potion, some super restores because the Grotesque Guardians might drop Ceradon and Brew sometimes, and in order to use them, you need some restore potions to restore your stats after you heal with those Ceradon and Brews. The rest you can take a couple more prayer potions with you because they're a little bit more effective. And well, fill your rest of your inventory with sharks. And for this trip, I also brought 2 summer pies to see if that also helps. Okay, so let's go up. Um, in order to start the encounter, you need to run to the other end and ring this cloister bell. If you have killed them at least once, then you can do the quick start. Otherwise, if you do the normal ring, then it plays a cutscene. So as you can see, I used tile packs. I have tile packs installed, and these tiles for the Grotesque Guardians, they show the spot where you can stand in order to make Dawn, the melee one, not be able to hit you. But okay, so let's start the fight. The fight starts with range. So we're going to drink a ranged potion, quick start, and pray ranged, and boost ranged as well. We start with Dawn, yeah? We start with attacking Dawn. Here comes Dusk. We're going to run here so that Dusk has a hard time attacking us. Okay, you see I'm hitting Dawn now with my ranged. And I run here so that Dusk starts to sort of like wander around me and cannot hit me, yeah? I keep doing this until Dawn reaches 55 HP and flies away. Yeah, like this. Okay, now switch to melee. This is phase 2. Okay, I attack Dusk once or twice, then I run away because now it charges the yellow attack and the rubble falls on the floor. Make sure to avoid that. And back at hitting him. Use a special attack. Okay, that didn't hit. Ah, that hits decently well. Rubble falls again. Run away. Okay, attack again. You see, this granite hammer hits pretty well. Oh yeah, by the way, I should drink a super combat potion. Okay, and now it just continues until he reaches 55 HP. Ah yeah, now the phase 3. Okay, switch to ranged. Try to avoid those. Now we need to grab the energy spheres here. Alright. All 3 of them, otherwise Dawn is going to heal. Yeah. All the while we're going to try to do the same thing with Dusk again. Trapping him so that he cannot hit us. Because we need to pray protect from ranged here. Drink prayer potion. Okay, walk here, walk back. When Dawn reaches like 0 HP, you need to switch back to melee and attack her to break her. Yes. Okay, now the final phase starts. We'll be smacked into a small prison. Click outside of the prison to not get hit by the flames and attack Dusk again. Ah, okay. Now this is ranged. Protect from ranged. Yeah. If he uses ranged, keep protecting from ranged until he switches to melee. Then you also switch to protect from melee. You can use another special attack if it's charged again. Keep protecting from melee as long as it's using melee. Okay. Okay, now it switches to ranged again. Switch to protect from ranged. Oh, it took a little bit too long, so we get thrown into the fire prison again, but don't worry about that. You just click outside of it again and you escape. And that's it. The hammer automatically smashes it and we're finished. Oh, and look what we get. Granite gloves. Alright, not bad. Prayer potion and some granite dust that you can use in order to you can cover your steel cannonballs with granite dust to make them a little bit stronger. So that's how you kill the Grotesque Guardians. They will not spawn again until you ring the cloister bell again. It's only one kill per boss. So if you need to kill 150 gargoyles, you need to do this 150 times. But yeah, the amount of Slayer XP you get is much higher. Some final remarks. Well, not really. I mean, I think this boss is actually worth killing. I think the loot is not that bad, and you know, I think you can still make a little bit more money killing these Grotesque Guardians and have a little bit more fun than if you would just AFK the gargoyles. Yeah, I mean, for a Slayer boss, I would say it's not that bad. It's worth it. If I were you, I would try to get a few KC. Maybe you like it. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time with another boss that I'm going to explain. Bye bye. One more thing. Um, don't stand under Dawn during the second and the fourth phase of the fight when you fight Dawn, because then you will get a small message in your chat, as you can read here. You get trampled under Dusk's massive body, and that inflicts massive damage to you. And well, that resulted in me dying this time. So don't stand under the melee boss. It's called Dawn, yeah? Okay. Don't do that. For the rest, I think you are good to go. Bye bye.